Hey guys, alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apologise if the camera's doing this a little bit. What I've done is I've had to hang it up on a screw at this side of the garage. I've got a bit of welding wire around it, but it seems to be wobbling a little bit. I've basically tried to gimbal it a little bit by hanging a pair of mole grips off the wire, but she should stop. She should stop. Well, time to clear some shit up and make some room. And as I said in the previous video which I put up, I'm basically going to tell some stories while I'm doing it. So I'm going to have a coupe again. Yes. And again, it was on a trip to Aberdeen. And it was just myself in the car this time. And on the way back, the rubber donut for the prop shaft decided to, in fact, no, sorry, no, the gearbox mounting, which I basically just bolted to the floor with a couple M6 nuts and bolts, had decided to rip through the floor, and then the gearbox came down, so the prop shaft was like this. Eventually the rubber donut disintegrated and it was just prop shaft flange against prop shaft flange, and I was down to 15 miles an hour. It wasn't long a drive, but again it was that cursed Granada coupe. But there was one time that me and the father, we went to Bishop Stortford to buy a Wolseley 6 2200 6-cylinder automatic, and we've come from Bristol, where I told you in a previous video the old man was a night porter, and we've gone to Bishop Stortford because he fancied this car. Got there, I wouldn't have bought it, but he did, and couldn't get it started. We'd driven all the way there, so we might as well have. In fact, did we? Yes, we did drive there because I followed him back. We didn't make it very far, but he's taken all the spark plugs out. Now that is heavy. Where am I putting this? Well, just put it up to its corner just a minute. Get out of the way, off the floor. Here, turn round. There you go. Down there. Lovely. Stored. So he's taken all the spark plugs out, and he's poured oil down all 6 cylinders, and he's then gone to me, turn over. So I'm now, and it was like machine gun fire. He stood in front of this engine, transverse 6, yeah, just being pelted with this oil all over his night porter's uniform. Oh, you couldn't make that up. And it's now getting dark. We've got some compression on the go. We've put the spark plugs back in, and she's running none too bad. 19mm in the pile of tools. Pile of tools is going to be happening. So yeah, driven back, got it started driving it back, only got 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and it packed in. We dumped it behind a little chef. Never went back for that car, but yeah, he was absolutely covered. I mean, covered in oil. Yes, that was a good one. I think, what other story could I tell? I'm going to have a little think on that and figure out what story I want to tell next, as I'm getting rid of all this wiring, because this wiring is picking me up on the floor. Story. How hard can it be to find a story when you've got thousands in your head? Thousands of stories in your head. I'll pause this because I said in the other video that I'm going to want to write a list of stuff down, and I think that's the best way to keep it fresh in my head. If I figure out a list of stuff to talk about, then I'm not going to have these stumbling blocks that go along. Right, so I'll catch you soon, guys. I won't have this as the video of today because obviously I've shortened it or given up on it slightly. But I'll add the 2 videos at the same time. Right, see you soon, guys.